Gåan. Still doing the Halloween thing because, hey, said I would. So, introduction, try not to forget. My name is Gillinder. I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland. I am a yarnaholic. This is my podcast, project pile number 31. And on this podcast, I talk about yarn, knitting, crocheting, the weather sometimes, every time, because it's a big part of just living. And yeah, also maybe if I think of anything else, I will talk about that. So yay! Today, because hey, it's October and I have Halloween clothes that I usually do not get the opportunity to wear, I decided to do that this entire October in these project pile videos because I can. So today is this really thin, kind of cold, maybe not the smartest idea in today, because listen, weather first. It is rainy. The good part is it's not snowing. That's a good part. But it's raining. It's windy, and the ocean isn't really the most happiest. So we are having white waves and it's cold, and I am very happy that I don't have to go outside today. Actually, yes. Another thing, I usually film these videos on Sundays. And then try and okay. My yoke just fell over, and I forgot to turn my phone over. But we're gonna ignore the phone because I keep forgetting that one. But as I said, I usually film these videos on Sundays and try to post them on Sundays. But like, it is getting to winter time, and when it's winter time, that means it's gonna be increased, like rainy and snowy and being annoying weather because it's the northern hemisphere. We know we on the northern know what it's like, but that means that my internet connection goes. It's not good to begin with but it goes like poof, meaning that like the last video it took a long time to upload. So, and I work full time, so it's not good. So I'm gonna try and film this on Saturdays and try and just post them over the weekend. Just see how that works out. Hopefully it doesn't take the whole weekend. Anyway, so I was starting to talk about my clothes. Anyway, so today, this kind of like fancy dress. Like if I had a witch hat with somewhere in my closet, it would be absolutely perfect. But it's really cute. It has these like spider up thingies, and the sleeves, I do like them. These like these flip, and because I want to wear them, but you can't see them, except for now because I'm gonna show you. I am wearing these leggings, pool leggings, because I can, and now they're gone, so you don't have to see them again. As I said, I want to wear every single article of Halloween themed clothing that I have because I want to. But we're not here to talk about my clothes. Although that has kind of been the theme this month. I start off with talking about my clothes because yay. We are actually going to talk about my knitting. Still haven't finished like putting away the odds and ends and sewing up the sleeves because finishing things, not my strong point. Not my strong point. It will happen before the end of the year. Yes. Probably because I'm gonna need to wear the cardigan and the pullover because it's starting to get a little bit cold. As for the dummy clasp shawl, which only took me over a month to learn the name of because I just call it the a scarf. That yeah, I honestly haven't done much, like maybe a round or two. But I am, like I said last week, like honestly, you can see I haven't done anything since last week with this one. But I am very, very, very intrigued by the color change. Like, it isn't, the colors aren't consistent, and that makes me very, very happy because that means there's gonna be variation in the finished project. So you're gonna see a difference in how you wear it. But like, as I said before, I absolutely love the strength in this orange. Like, oh, it's so washed out. But so pretty, I like it. This up here kind of surprised me because I didn't quite expect like this paleness. I thought it was gonna be like pale and then stronger, but didn't happen. But still like it. So I am still like picking up now and again, but not a great progress. Still. If you want a super simple project that you just want to have next to you, and just like if you're watching YouTube videos or you're watching like television or just chit-chatting or something, anything, just want something very simple to just do, I would highly recommend this one, because all you do is knit. You just knit one round and you pull back, and you do that for, what was it, 127 centimeters or 50 inches or something like that, and everything happens on the last round, because that's when you're casting off and you're dropping stitches. And I mean, yes, I know I haven't been doing a lot of progress, but I'm still so very excited about intentionally dropping stitches. That's gonna be so weird. I think, honestly, I think this shawl thing is going to be catharsis for me, because we all accidentally drop stitches now and again, and that's what happens. Intentionally dropping stitches, I have never done that, so that is going to be different, very different. But so if I haven't finished sewing up the sleeves on the cluster cut pullover that I finished knitting last week, and if I haven't, put away the ends of the cardigan that I finished crocheting almost 2 weeks ago, what in the world have I been doing? Start a new project is what I did. So, so last week I showed you my Létt-Lopi. This is Icelandic wool, 100%. Let's see, where is the label? Yeah. Okay, so it's 4.5mm knitting needles. So it's this like regular sized, as I like to say, regular sized yarn. So it's a bit tough. Like, me and my mom were having a little bit of conversation about, like, because this is the first time in years that I'm actually working with Icelandic wool again. Like, I haven't touched Lopi in like way too long, and just finally having my hands on it again, I remembered the joy of working with it, because not gonna be a brag art Icelander, but I really like Icelandic wool. Like, I grew up with it. I grew up learning to knit with Lopi. This is familiar. This is like nostalgia. This is kind of home. I'm home with the yarn. But yeah, Létt-Lopi. This like, oh, where am I? This just, yeah, regular sized yarn. It's a bit tough. It's a bit like, it is rough on your hands. And as I said, me and mom were talking about the about my knitting, and yeah, she reminded me that with the Létt-Lopi, it's so easy to just get like abrasions and kind of like burns on your hands when you're working with it. It is a tough bunny, but when you wash it, it is nice and soft. So that's what I with this lovely pullover. The original is obviously in white. You start off with Létt-Lopi and you start knitting with 3.5mm, which is US size 4, and you, oh dear, how am I gonna show? I don't know what I do. No, you know what? I'm gonna show you on my knitting because that's a lot easier than a picture. Ta-da! I've done this. Alright, so you start with here, 3.5 millimeter knitting needles, or US size 4. Then you switch over to 4.5, and 4.5 millimeter is US size 6. Excuse me. And you get this absolutely wonderful thick fabric. I really love how the Létt-Lopi turns out. And then, when you're done knitting this part, you do one round just purled, and then you switch over to Álafosslopi and knitting needles size 8. Size 8 is US size 11, and Álafosslopi is a completely different just lopi. It's also 100% Icelandic wool, but it's so soft in comparison. It's so nice, but still, like, it is wool, and you know, wool is wool, but this is so much fun. Like, yes, so knit needle size recommended here for here is 5.5 up to 6.5. So when you're knitting with the 8 millimeter, you end up with a lot like looser and more like airy kind of fabric. And I don't recall ever knitting a pattern, or just like, I'm sorry, there's a basket over there and it wasn't turned the way it's supposed to be turned. I had to fix it. Anyway, so where was that one? Yeah, mixing just yarns. I don't ever remember just doing that. Like, I don't, well, actually yes, I do remember. Like, you remember last time I showed you Létt-Lopi, or plaited, like, lightly spun wool. That is very typically mixed with either einband, which is like very fine thread type of Icelandic wool also, like 100%, like, anyway, but those are very typically mixed together. And I mix them though. I don't recall. But yeah, anyway, when you're like using plaited wool and then lacy wool, you typically like pull them up together, like to make it easier for you when you knit. But something like this, when you switch between like Létt-Lopi and Álafosslopi, I haven't done that before, and this has been so much fun to just work with. Like, I cast on Wednesday, and then I've been knitting a little bit like Thursday and then last night on Friday, and I'm gonna continue working with this weekend because I'm knitting in the round and I'm knitting with Lopi. Like, that is surprisingly making me happy. Also, this pattern, listen, I cast on like 120 stitches. I will not need to do any increases. There are no increases. I can just knit. Like, I love that. That's kind of idiot proof. So I am like maybe about here somewhere on the body. So I am done with about, listen, I did measure this out and I cannot remember what it was that I was measuring. I also filmed another video before this one, and that one's gonna be up on Wednesday. It's my accidental haul because I wasn't going to buy more yarn, but I did. So I'm a little bit loopy right now because I'm like, oh, what was I talking about? But I am done with, yeah, that's gonna be up on Wednesday. Yeah, 11 centimeters. and I'm supposed to knit 37 centimeters. Now let's see. 11 centimeters is 4 inches and a quarter and a bit. Like, here's the 11 centimeters, so that's this bit. I'm very thankful to have this like tape measure, because listen, in millimeters you literally just count like, okay, it's centimeters and millimeters, and you just count 1 to 10. In inches is like, there are way too many lines here, like way too many. I like millimeters, they're simple. Anyway, so 37 centimeters. Aha, that's easier. That's easier. That's about, I'm holding this up right there. No, everything is upside down. That's about 14 and a half inches. So 11. We talk so much, I'm getting like stuffy nose. So, oh, look at that! I'm over a quarter done. Yay! So I'm gonna continue knitting my sweater, my pullover, and that's what I've been doing. Probably gonna still keep on picking this one up because I love it. I am noticing a very nice thing with my knitting right now. There's no thinking, there's just knitting or crocheting. Like with the cocoon cardigan, it's like no thinking, just carry on. But talking about carrying on, those are my cast-ons, my cast-on and my carry-on. I decided to use the green with the organization. I mean, it doesn't turn out really pretty, but you can see it, and you think, oh well, that's not pretty, that means it's done. That came out weird, but currently I only have 3 projects on the list. I mean, there's a few projects that aren't on the list I should probably put there so I can stay organized. Like, I remember like the skirt that I haven't done anything more than a waistband of. It's not on the list. The there are 2 blankets that are not on the list. And I don't think one of the sweaters that that is one of my 4 projects isn't on the list either, so yeah, I need to put it in there. Anyway, so my organization, I do feel good about it because I did remember to, like, the next projects that I want to work on, I did remember to put them down. It's not perfect still because you do need the brain cells to remember to put your projects on the list, but it's working. Because I mean, the next ones that I also want to work on, like this here scarf and this sweater. So I showed you last week, I think. Yes, I did. Because last Saturday I went to my local yarn store, to my refugee, and bought the ink band for the sweater that I just showed you, but it didn't have like all the right colors. Did pick these out. So I mean, this isn't the pink that's in the pattern, but it's still a really nice pink. She did have this color. That's the only color that's in the pattern. And then I picked out this red because it was a tone that I felt like worked out. So still gonna make it because I have the yarn, therefore I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna make it. And if it turns out really good, then all the better. But I did place in an order. No, a order. So yeah, they are. Turns out that with the one that I'm working on, I thought I had all the double pointed needles I need. No, I don't. Because to make the sleeves, I need to be using double pointed needles, and I didn't have like the 4.5mm. So I ordered these, like, and these steel. Yeah, here steel double. Gonna try these out. And then these 8mm bamboo knit needles, also from here. So I got these from. Yes, I placed 3 orders this week. When you start ordering yarn again, you just don't. You just keep going. But I ordered these knit needles because I need them. I need them to do the shredder that I'm working on. And you know, since I was already on the webpage, it is Handwerkskunst. That is. I'm sorry, there's a hair bothering me, and I can't find it. Anyway, it's a small Icelandic yarn store, and they have a really nice webpage with. Oh, I love it. But since I was already ordering needles, I decided to see what else they had, and to my delight, I found this here. I've seen quite a few people like with the with this beanie little hat. I've seen some people with the mittens. So I'm not gonna show the entire brochure because patterns like. But I've seen quite a few people with these exact things, and I'm like, I've been trying to find this pattern for like, dear Lord, I think about 2 years maybe now. Then I found it, and it wasn't expensive, and like I could get it in paper. Yes, thank you. So that was Handwerkskunst. I also ordered something from Hobby. You can see that on Wednesday. I also ordered more from of the yarn that I need for the scarf that I just showed you, and I'm trying to remember what exactly I ordered. Yes, all right, yes. So, and also another like almost proper Lopi paste that I want to make, and I'm starting to collect the yarn for it. Lopi is ættamót, the chaos that is Lopi paste. Like, and still so far I am the only person I know of who likes this pattern, because everyone else is like, this is too much chaos. I'm like, yep. Like, it is open in the back and the front. The patterns like the mats, but they're like opposite, and like sleeves do not match. And there are, on top of that, there are 13 buttons, and they are not supposed to match. I love it. But I also got more yarn from another company. Like, it is from Álafoss, or directly from them. And here is the Létt-Lopi that is going to go into the Lopi paste on the ættamót. Not all the colors. I'm still going to be collecting them. Whee! Look at that gray. So nice. And because the funny thing is about this sweater is that it does have very, very traditional colors. Like, the colors aren't the thing that is the boom thing about it. It's the pattern and the combination, and I love it. Like, this is in case you have noticed, this is base color. So, and then I may have see. So there's more of the ink bun because I did also order more of the yarn for the oh dear lord, for this one, right? So I showed you before, I got the pink, not the right color, but I'm still called Megan. But I'm absolutely in love with this color here, like this soft pink color. So I ordered yarn for another sweater. Is this one? It does show up a bit orangey on the screen because I have to have my lights turned on because it's a bit of a dark day. But this is a lot more pink and this orange, like. And these three colors. Ah, it's gonna be so brilliant. I can make 2 sweaters. Yes, I do. And then I did start on the 356. Sorry, I got myself a little bit confused right now. Okay, yeah. Because one of the skeins of this one also goes into this one. Now the thing is, I'm still missing like 2 colors of the ink bun to be able to make this scarf. Like, it's on the list, but I need lavender and I need a yellow green color. But I do have the plated wool that is the basis for the scarf. This one is called ljósmóleitur, or like, how do I explain that? Like light more. Yeah, well, I don't know, maybe you would call it like brownish grey, light brownish grey kind of color. And then I have these, like, hang on. Yeah, this is yellow. This is like light pink color. Did I mess something up? Because this looks more like lavender. Is it the pale pink I'm missing? Yeah, I think it's the pale pink and the yellow green. They were sold on the yellow green, and the pale pink they didn't have, I think. So yeah, yay! I am still collecting, she says. I am working on making more. So my shopping bag is now my storage bag, which is a little sad because I can need to do the shopping, but I can find another shopping. So hang on. So this is the red that I picked up at my local yarn store, and this is the actual red from the pattern. Okay, yeah, there's a bit of a shade difference, but not that much. So this is gonna be my storage bag for sweaters and the scarf. And I need to find somewhere to keep the Létt-Lopi for the itemot. I can get started on so many things. Like, I mean, obviously on this one I need still, what was it? I still need, it is called Hægri svartur. It's this shade of black. Like, it's not black, it's like a softer type of black. I think that's the only one that's missing. Let's see. So I have 7 of this pale grey. I am missing. I need the black, and then, oh yeah, and there's a dark grey. Wait, hang on. Am I missing something here. No, this is dark gray. Missed the line. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I have the dark gray. I have the dark mauve red. I have the light mauve red. Yeah, it's the white and the black that I'm missing. So that's just, I mean, I'm not in a hurry to get those because obviously I'm already working on one of a pullover and I got other projects I can start on. So I'm missing 2 colors for the item mode and 2 colors for the scarf. Yay! So yeah, that's quite a bit, isn't it? So yeah, that is it from me today. I'm gonna go continue knitting. I do still need to like do the vacuuming. I need to do some laundry, and then I need to get this video and the, I'm sorry, just like the autofocus. I need to get this video and the whole hobby haul video into my computer, doing the light bit of editing that I do, and get working on posting because the weather might make that a little difficult. But anyway, hopefully you will see this tomorrow on Sunday. Also, before I forget, happy winter. It's a bit weird to say, isn't it? But today is the 24th of October, and that means we are on the first day of winter here in Iceland. Gleðilegan vetur! Megum vera betra heldur svo síðasti. Happy winter. Hopefully this will be a fun winter. Hopefully it will be better than the last one, and hopefully this winter will be better than the past months. Hopefully. But yeah. Happy winter and happy Halloween month. And happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy life. Alright. I'm watching the battery drain. I'm getting a little like concerned about that because I keep talking and it just keeps draining. But yes, thank you for watching. As I said, this video should be posted on Sunday and then the whole video on Wednesday. And I will see you later. Bless bless.